Let's turn this music down. Hey, welcome back, everyone. Looks like I still have the little bot over here that does the HP stuff. Am I sounding okay? I know that sometimes the mic sounds kind of weird. The camera shakes a little bit, right? And hey, cheers to anyone else that has a drink. We're gonna start out this night just bawling, celebrating. We've hit the 1,000 mark. It's awesome, and I couldn't have done it without anyone. Obviously, like 1,000 people, but I couldn't have done it without the great community always cheering me on Discord. And tonight is going to be. I was hoping for a 2-hour stream. It's going to be more like an hour and a half, as I'm not feeling great after my trip. But awesome. Thanks for the mic check on that. Cuckoo Kachu. Yeah, so let's get out a couple things. Cuckoo Kachu, thank you for subscribing, by the way. We'll just replay that. Thank you. I know you meant to subscribe, but you missed out on that, and that's okay, as long as you did it, right? And Ed Kennedy wasn't able to make it, and he was hoping he was here live, and he's hoping that we have a great stream. And I'm hyped for the hope that the new Monkey Island game will be on deck when it comes out. That'll be interesting, actually. Monkey Island, isn't that game pretty old? Have they not released another one? Now I'm kind of curious about that. Okay, yeah. Yeah, last one looks like maybe late 2000s. So, Nicholas Scott, congratulations. Thank you, man. JD Productions, nice. And I agree, nice. And then I also, thank you, Desi. Yeah, we'll see. I doubt it's COVID. I always think it's COVID. It's never COVID. But, yeah, obviously I'm well enough to be here. It's just sinus pressure, right? Also, like, if you like the music in the beginning, that's Bunny Beats. It's lo-fi music I work on, and I quite like it. It's based on games. Each of those tracks you listen to is based off a game that either I love or I think is awesome, which I guess might be about the same thing, or I think other people think are awesome. Like, yeah, like Fresh Meat inspired by GTA. That one's pretty good. I'm already tangenting off, guys. I apologize. Yeah. Wolf's never subbed to Games Revealed. She's just pretending like she has. So we have a great mod in the chat today, Wolf. And so thank you, Wolf. Yeah, so what's the agenda for tonight's stream is that we're going to talk about some of the things going on in the Steam Deck world, some games, throw out things that you want me to like commentate on, right, or chat about live. This is really just a big platform for everyone, and I want to make sure everyone has a voice here and also gets their question answered, even if it's not by me. Maybe someone else in the community can answer it. I don't have a Steam Deck yet, obviously, or else this would be called not the 1K, even though 1K video would be really, really important. It would be called something else. And so, aka unboxing Steam Deck, and I will do that live for sure. Just as a heads up, when I get my Steam Deck, I will unbox it live on stream. I won't wait. I won't do any special videos. It's going to be all live, unfiltered, and uncut as I just cuss my ass off. Out of excitement, of course. Kukukachu is still waiting as well. Yeah, so I think I've mentioned this a few times before. I am probably at the end of this month. So at the end of April is when I should be getting my deck, and then I do have a lot of plans. Desi, little devil face there. Desi's already got his deck. Yeah, and then hi playing with your deck live. Yes, I will play with my deck. I will whip out my deck live, and we'll all get to play with it. Gonna turn this into the NSFW stream. I don't care. I don't mind to get to a little bit into that, but got to keep it somewhat family friendly. Um, yeah. So, yeah, with the hitting the 1,000, I hit 1,000 about on, I believe, Wednesday or Thursday. And I believe it was Wednesday. And I was, yeah, I'll have to say, like, I was striving to hit that by the end of March. And you know what? By just a few days, that's okay. I'm excited to hit that goal. And to be honest, I'm glad that, you know, I'm glad that I was, even if it wasn't in March, it was still just such an interesting feat to hit. I know like other people have hit it in quicker times, but just with the type of content I'm trying to create and with everything, it just, I've never done this type of thing before. My career is in software engineering and building like applications, mobile applications, whatever it be. And so, and I'm diving into the game development world too, and those I feel like are a little easier to gauge with making videos. You just never know if the next video is going to be good or not. And some of those videos I made, like the toilet one, that one was definitely an interesting one. I got, that was very controversial, which can be good for views and potentially subs, but holy shit, was that one controversial. And I get it. It's a topic I normally wouldn't talk about. Toilet gaming. It's kind of nasty, but I had to talk about it. The couple of polls I did, there's just a couple of things I did that were just really showed me that people cared about it. And so, at me 03, obviously I hope that doesn't happen. The toilet gaming does happen. I do apologize. It is a thing. And it's one of the reasons I made the video is because I really don't think people understand how like unsanitary the toilet can be, and wherever you use in the restroom, I guess. And so we don't need to talk about this subject too much, but I wanted to make it was kind of a fun like day after April Fool's joke. PC bed gaming. I agree at me. That's where I'm gonna play most of mine, and then I'll pause it to use the restroom. But I figured I'd make something fun with that video. I definitely want to make something fun and kind of make fun of the situation and also give some good advice. So it was an all around like a decent video. I know a lot of people like were grossed out by it and all that, but it was fun. Let's just say that it was fun. The April Fool's one was fun. I wasn't sure if I was going to go that route or not. People are very literal sometimes. They don't get jokes, and I've definitely noticed that with some of the jokes I've made. But then again, they were deadpan jokes. Like my Q5 joke was stupid. I should have gave some pause to it or whatnot, but still, I was surprised at how many people pick up on stuff. And it's not the biggest deal to me. It's just is kind of annoying if people don't get if enough people don't get the joke. Is it good? Obviously not. If you have to explain, wow, this is shaking. I apologize. I'm bashing my table with a crowbar apparently. But if you have to explain a joke, right, it's not good. It's garbage. So yeah, if you have not yet, if you're watching, oh, there we go. I was just gonna say, Cloud, thank you for subscribing and welcome to the team and just the community. We have a Discord server. If Wolf wants to send out the invite, you can go and join us there. We have all sorts of fun conversations between Steam Deck, food, gaming, PC gaming, whatever it be. There's a community there, and we're very welcoming, meaning anyone that wants to come in and jump into one of our conversations, we're more than happy to have you. And Wolf, ew to porta potties. Yeah, porta potties are disgusting. Okay. Excuse me. At me, I can't wait for mine. I'm in the after Q3 2022 window, and I'm waiting to see when I'm getting to be pushed to 2023. It probably, well, depending on when you reserved. If you reserved it this year, there's a strong chance you're going to be pushed into 2023. Unless they ramp up like additional production, which I was mentioning this yesterday with some people talking about Steam Deck, that ramping up production really means that like they weren't able to, they fulfilled what they thought they were able to fulfill in the beginning of Q, or at the end of Q1, I guess, because that's the Steam Deck launched more towards the end, right? And they were able to fulfill exactly what they expected in Q1, and ramping up indicates that, hey, as they're released, then they're going to start really pushing production volumes high, and a part of that could be just quality control, making sure that it was a good launch. Like, a lot of consoles have launched poorly in the past, and so I don't blame them for not wanting to be like full ramped up in Q1. And plus, you know, the shortages going on with different hardware pieces, right? So yeah, definitely I really think the whole ramping up is going to happen. It doesn't mean that people are going to get there sooner. I will emphasize that. It definitely doesn't look like it's going to be they're going to get it sooner. It just looks like if you're in Q2, you're going to get it in Q2. If you're in Q3, you're going to get it in Q3. And if you're after Q3, they don't know yet. And hopefully what they see is that, hey, we won't be able to fulfill these in a year. We need to contract out additional facilities to ramp up production further, which I don't know. There's obviously always rumors on that, but I really don't think that sorry, reading chat. So I wouldn't get my hopes up right now for ramping up production so much that after Q3, everyone in after Q3 is going to get it this year. But like I said, I think they will potentially, I'm sure they're going to try to figure out supply issues and get people their decks quicker, because if they can have it on shelf, they'll be able to sell them much quicker. It'll be better profit, and profit on the tail end, meaning Steam Store is going to sell more of the product, and that's where they make their money. So let's see here. Everyone's ewing about the toilet stuff. Cloud, you just hit 1K. I thought you had like 10 to 20,000 or more. Oh, no, Cloud. I only have 1K. I don't know if that's good if you thought I had more or less, or more, obviously 10 to 20,000 K. But I'll take that as a compliment. I mean, I've only been doing this, like, with this type of content I've been doing on this channel, I've only been doing it for about a month and a half. Before I was doing a podcast and I was just kind of uploading them here and not really taking care of the channel too much. And then with the Games Revealed channel, I just really wanted to cultivate a community and also really just start pumping out content that I liked making that was short form, meaning 5 to 20 minutes is usually where my content ranges from. And I'll work on getting some of it a little bit better and a little bit more fine-tuned in the future. But yeah, thank you, Cloud, for subscribing. And if anyone else, now's the time to start subscribing. We've hit 1,000, means that you're going to be subscribing to a small shot, not a big shot, but it is cool. And obviously 1,000 isn't a lot compared to a lot of other creators, but it is a lot to me, and it means a lot. So Etme reserved 21st November. There's a chance that you'll get it this year. There's a chance. We'll have to see. I think they're being really reserved because they want to make sure they can fulfill Q2 and Q3 before we get into Q4. I just don't think they want to take the chance, and I don't blame them. And to be honest, saying, let's say they could fulfill Q1 2023 right now would be, I think, a little audacious and probably wouldn't be accurate, because either they could ramp up production and get it to you sooner, or they could hit a snag, and there very much could be a snag. Like right now, the fans in the Steam Deck, they have 2 or 3 different manufacturers, from my understanding about 3 that I know of so far, and they are doing just okay. Oh, and by the way, I do have more merch coming. Like, it's already on the store. If you go to gamesrevealed.com/merch, Wolf can also throw that in there. And it's you can get something like this shirt, and there's also some new merch for the 1,000 subscriber milestone. The 1,000 subscriber, the mod one, I threw that up there for mods on the Discord channel to buy, or I'll give it to them. if they ask. And then for the 1,000 subs merch, buy it while you can, because it's only going to be available for the next couple of weeks to a month. I think we'll see. I'm going to be making limited merch, and then I'm going to hire out people to do some even better merch. So in the future, but sometimes I just like making merch. It's so fun to just be creative, even if it is special merch. So let's look at what chat's talking about. Desi, I love to play roguelike shooter and platformer on it. Yeah, that's always good. Desi, what is your favorite roguelike shooter? I really want to know. Let's see. Oh, and then I also will be doing, so I didn't prepare for the contests in a great way like last time. For the 500 sub, I had a much better plan. This time around, it's still going to play off of Discord. So if you have not joined the Discord server yet, I would highly recommend it. And we're going to create a temporary channel for all the contestants. I played a bunch of Tekken 3, still my favorite, as I played a bunch of as a teen. The Tekkens are fun. Yeah, I played a bunch of the Tekkens growing up, for sure. Etme, I find it hilarious that you can emulate Switch pretty well on new Switch games. Oh, no problem, Wolf, about the internet being slow. So I agree. Like the games I've seen played on the Steam Deck that are Switch related have played really well. I'm really excited, and some play better than the Switch, which is just crazy because the architecture is actually quite a bit different. It's that NVIDIA architecture is going to be quite a bit different than an AMD APU, meaning more difficult translation layers is usually what that means, which can usually hinder emulation. That's why like emulators, like now, like even PS3 emulators can be a little bit more rough because that architecture is so bizarre. I'm also going to emulate a bunch of Super Mario 64 ROM hacks. I have always wanted to portably emulate N64. You know what? You can emulate N64. All you have to do is pay $100 a year plus another $100 a year, something around that, and you can play it on the Switch at a subscription fee. I mean, come on, Nintendo's got it. They've got it down. They know that those old games, that they know where you can get them, or that you can just, you've had them, or you know, if you have the N64 cartridge, then I'm not against you getting the ROMs in another way as long as you own the game. Is my official stance. It's a joke. It's a joke that these old games, and they're just milking you. They're just milking you with those subscriptions. Sorry, I'm gonna probably shout about that subsystem with Switch for a while because it really pisses me off. So how the contests are gonna go today is that I'm gonna have a couple polls. I'm gonna have a couple of screenshots. I'm gonna throw out a couple of challenges, and I expect you to accomplish said challenge. And the first one to do it will get prizes. And today's prizes are merch. The greatest merch. And I love doing that. I do apologize. It might be cheesy, but it's always fun. And sorry, merch, and I'm going to be doing co-op game giveaways, meaning I'm going to get a couple of keys, and I'm going to give you a chance to choose between merch or a game, and it's going to be co-op based games. So Left 4 Dead 2, I know that's an old one, but the reason why is because on the Discord, hi, free Steam Deck? Nah, not free Steam Deck today. But let me take a drink. But the games are going to be like Left 4 Dead 2, Deep Rock Galactic, which I've really been enjoying a lot lately, and 7 Days to Die, maybe The Forest. Games that I want to set up for, because in the Discord, we're going to be doing events starting this week where we're going to get together as a server and play games together. So we're going to make it work no matter how it works. If some of the people don't have a computer to run it on, we're going to find something out. Because I know that's the interesting thing. That's why with some of the polls that I've had is that I've noticed that there are people that do not have systems yet. They're console gamers or they're portable gamers, but they're not PC gamers yet. And so I definitely want to accommodate those types of people. So, excuse me. Let's get let's do a contest real quick. Let's do a quick one because these are gonna be random. These are gonna be more fun, and I'm gonna need you guys to keep me honest and make sure that I'm doing these more before the end of this, or else we're gonna be doing an after party with giveaways because I am going to be forgetting. So, if you don't know already, I have an mobile app I've made called Game Quizzes Revealed. If you don't know this yet, I do a horrible job of promoting it, but I do love my game. I do love it. Let's see. Okay. I apologize. I don't have the page up anymore. Or did I never have it? You can probably find it at bunnystrike.com. But Federico, hey, welcome to the chat. Thank you for stopping by. Projects, there we go. Sorry, I gotta find this link because I did not prepare well enough. I spent 3 hours cooking curry for another channel I plan on making because I like cooking, eating, and adventuring, and that's what I plan on doing with that. Ooh, this page is garbage. So if you look up on the store, I'm gonna make it more difficult. So I do apologize. This is part of the challenge is that you need to go to the store, download the Games Quizzes Revealed mobile app. It's on Android and iOS. It's gonna have a very similar. Oh, there, Wolf. Thank you. Wolf's on top of it. It's gonna have a very similar logo to what I already have as the Game Quiz or the Games Revealed. Go there and finish a quiz and show me the results in a screenshot. You don't even have to 100% it this time. Just finish a quiz, show the results, whether it's on the quiz detail page or the results page, and post it in the Discord. And let us get. Let's see. Oh, and these the live streams are going to happen. Probably the same time on Wednesday. I was just on a vacation, so yeah. Live stream contest. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Wolf. Man, you're on top of it. So yeah, post it in there. Whoever gets it first in there gets to choose between a co-op game that I'll have a list of or merch. And I know maybe the prizes aren't as exciting as Steam Bucks this time, but I gotta promote stuff that's actually going to be useful. I don't know. I don't make money off. I make money off the merch, but if I give it away, I don't make money off it. But I guess it looks good for the brand. I gotta do something. So, excuse me as I take a drink. Desi, I mean, the new Kirby, I get 20. Okay, so with Desi says with the new Kirby, he gets 28 frames per second with drops. Seemed playable, but not good. Okay, so the new Kirby needs to be improved. And then Desi's this I asked him earlier. His favorite roguelite are Nightmare Reaper and Vampire Survivors. Oh yeah, that Vampire Survivors is a new one. That one looks interesting. That one's blowing up big. Cuckoo Kachu, what are you going to talk about when all the Steam Deck hype is over with? Well, it's never going to be right. Like, they're going to have the Steam Deck 2 come out soon, and I'll never have to go away from it. So what this channel is going to be all about is video games, PC gaming, and PC gaming hardware. So probably I will, if it's a good enough console game, I'll cover it. If it's a PC game, obviously I'll cover it. If it's something that I'm interested in, which is going to be not great at gaming. Hello, everyone. Hey, not great at gaming. I think you're good enough to game. And then with the... Sorry, spacing a little bit. Sinus pressure. So I know, no excuses, but this is my excuse. Um, yeah, and then PC hardware. So I want to get my hands on some hardware. Like I do have the Odin coming out, the handheld Ion Odin, and it's going to be. I'm going to definitely do a review on that. I'm going to do some content with that. I'm going to do some content when I get my Steam Deck, obviously, and continue doing that as long as I feel like I can produce good enough content. But then I'll cover other PC gaming and PC hardware pieces in the future, whether or not it be. Are you laughing at me, Kukachu? Because I get distracted so easily. Yes, I do get distracted pretty easily. Desi in it for the win. Oh my gosh, you're a freaking mad beast. So Desi wins the app contest. And let's see which one did you play? Oh, you did that one, huh? Nice. Cool. So, we'll do some more contests in the future, in the near future on this live stream. So, I think Wolf's a little she's a little competitive. Yeah. So, let's do so another giveaway I'm going to do, and you can obviously do it at any one point and go to like the live stream contest channel to fulfill. Like that's how we're going to do it from now on. You have to use Discord. There's no emailing me or anything like that, unless you really don't have any. I get it, some of you don't have access to Discord, but yeah, we're going to have to just keep it there. It just got too crazy last time. So, yeah, so the next contest, oh, well, let's do a poll real quick. I've never done a poll. Let's ask the community this. So I'm going to ask you, there's going to be a poll coming out. I don't know how that quite works very well because I haven't done a live stream with a poll before. So I'm going to ask you, do you have a Steam Deck yet? I'm going to assume that a majority does not. And then that's the hard thing too, to get back to your question a little bit more, Kukachu, is that there's a lot of people that are saying in some comments, they're like, once I get my deck, I don't need to watch any more videos. The only reason I'm here is because I can only think about the Steam Deck. And that's true for some people. And I think that some people will be done with my channel maybe when the Steam Deck is in their hands. But I'm hoping for the people that are interested in just both the community and also just having fun with PC gaming, that they'll stick around, and I will continue to do more additional, like if you've already noticed, I've already started doing more content that's not Steam Deck related. It will probably still be majority Steam Deck, and then a little bit of pieces here and there. Like I plan on doing a video of some of the most badass video game weapons, part 1, meaning it's gonna have to be multi-part because there's so many game weapons and badass weapons, and that's one of the ones I want to do. So I'm gonna have some fun doing that one. It takes a little longer to do videos like that because I have to get footage and research done, but I will be asking community. That's another thing, is that I plan on asking the community what they're interested in. I know a lot of people that like a couple of the videos I've done in the past 2 weeks, probably 3 or 4 have been requested subjects, and so yeah, I definitely, and live streams will be going on. Oh wow, there is a lot of people that have. So we have 13 votes, 31% yes. Jeez. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, well, I killed my chat. So the funny number. So yeah, so I'm always looking for content to make that people want, and so I'm more than welcome to go to Discord and to request it. It's in the request and feedback channel, which is at the top, and I'll do content as much as I can. So that's my plan. I know that was a little long form. I plan to focus a lot on mobile gaming, PC gaming that is. I also plan on focusing on, just like I said, games I love, which I love horror, I love first person shooters, I love action. I like all sorts of different games, and you've probably already, like, if you go watch some of my videos on video games you should play, I will you'll get a sense of the kind of games I like, and maybe that will vibe with you. So I'm not going there's gonna be a couple games too that I want to try. Like, I know Free Salt in our community really likes Kirby, and I wouldn't mind trying more Kirby. So I believe he's the one that likes it. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I do apologize. 69. Well, it's different now, but it's still crazy that people. Well, I'm glad that people are still here even after having their Steam Deck. So let's get on with another contest. Another contestant. Let's see here. The first person to post in the live stream contests with I shouldn't go that route. With we're gonna do it this way. Let's open up a thread in the contested thing. Whoever can give me the most interesting story by the end of the live stream will win, and I will upvote it, meaning I'll put a little check mark on that story. So let's go ahead and do that. Most interesting story of gaming. Most interesting personal gaming story. I'm going to go ahead and create that as a thread. Okay. So you can go ahead and go into that thread and post your story, and whoever I deem has the most interesting story by the end of this stream will get a check mark on their story and will win one of the prizes. So we'll keep on doing additional prizes or contests throughout this thing. So we're going to have yeah, we'll have a couple more. Don't worry. Do you have a Steam Deck? No. I like how Cloud posted that with 2 votes that no one has it, but welcome Cloud to the Discord server. Okay, so getting back to what we're doing here. Let's see what we have. I do apologize. I'm ignoring chat now. Not great at gaming, IMO. There will always be Steam Deck video content, how to get X to run best. I agree, there always will be. And I don't know, I can't promise that I will always do a ton of Steam Deck content. I can't promise that. I do apologize. What I can promise is that I will always try to do interesting content for the viewers, subscribers, you guys. And that's why I'm always talking to you on Discord and just always trying to get feedback of what I need to do better or what's interesting to people. And it's just going to be difficult. And I will probably be doing Steam Deck content for a very long time. I'm not going to promise anything, but I definitely think I will be. Yeah, that's what I thought. Free Salt likes Kirby quite a bit. Denvera 1G1. I can't wait for AMD 6000 series based handhelds, especially ones that have fast DDR5 and support eGPU. Yeah, so the eGPU thing is because the USB 3, correct? So USB 3, USB 4. I'm probably getting some things wrong with that one, but with the new USB standard, it's going to allow for a greater throughput in lines with what Thunderbolt's allowed to do. And so we're going to be doing we'll be able to do some pretty cool baller things with those 6000 series. And I really do think because the new architecture that's going to be coming out this year and next year for both CPUs and GPUs with AMD, that we'll be seeing a Steam Deck 2 in the next 2 years, probably. Meaning it's not going to come out in 2 years, but we're going to get an announcement within 2 years and maybe see one in 2 to 3. My personal opinion. And the reason I say that is that, and the reason also why it makes sense as opposed to a console, consoles have a lifespan. And yes, and they do lose money oftentimes in the beginning. They want to try to maximize as much as possible. The backwards compatibility usually isn't too great. With the Steam Deck, they can make a Steam Deck 2, and as long as the architecture is very similar, so if they stick with the AMD APU, I don't think it would be too difficult to make a Steam Deck 2 and make everything that's already compatible in the Linux sphere, because the way mapping works, it should just work in the Steam Deck 2. I can see them doing that. But once again, it's speculation. I know people don't like, people have a very strong opinion whether or not that will happen or not. I think they will do one sooner than later, to be really honest. So yes, I am excited for what, like I said, the next decade is going to be crazy for handheld PC gaming, because that's where we're kind of going with the architectures, these APUs, and the way they're able to shrink dies and whatnot with some of the tech they're coming out with for the CPUs and GPUs, that we're going to be able to see some pretty cool stuff. USB 4, okay, that's what it is. USB 4 should support eGPU with extended features, no longer requiring Thunderbolt. That would be awesome. Thunderbolt's expensive, and it's also controlled by Intel. It's an Intel tech. Kukuchu, I'm not an AMD fan, like at all. The Steam Deck will probably be the only AMD product I'll own. I love AMD for the fighting spirit. I've bought them on and off for decades now, I guess. Decade or two. But I'll be honest, the past probably 5 to 6 years, I've only bought NVIDIA Intel. And that's because AMD kind of dropped the ball there for a while. And then on top of it, I have an NVIDIA Shield. I've been able to stream and play games from my NVIDIA Shield through my NVIDIA video card, but I am starting to get away from that and more into the Steam sphere. So my next computer very much could be an AMD computer. That also goes into my content. I'd love to be doing some PC building content and building just cool PCs and just showing people how, I guess. There's some people that definitely know it better than me that are creators, but maybe I'll offer some different content. Michael, hey everyone. Well, hello, Michael. Yes, handheld PCs are going to be revolutionary. Mumbles, recently got mine, it works very well. Verify games are still being worked on. Yep, they're still working on the verifying games. Yep. Crazy. Hello, everyone. Hello, Crazy. Welcome to the fun times here. Yes, make sure to, let's do it. Like, subscribe, and bash that bell with your crowbar if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, or to just, like this stream. It always helps. And really, you guys have been slaying it so far. That's why we've hit a 1K. The 1K number this last week is because everyone here. Etme, have you heard of the EmuDeck? Yes, I have. I did a video on EmuDeck on emulate. Like it's the best way, in my opinion, so far, to essentially emulate games on your Steam Deck, right? So if you want to play, in fact, I think it has all the major ones. It uses a bunch of different tech. In fact, let's look at that. Just to do a recap. Let's do it. We'll see what this actually comes up with. Let's do a field trip. Just so that I have something here so you guys can actually see it. So the cool thing about this is it has RetroArch, it has hotkeys preloaded, and then it also has systems. Now the crappy thing is this isn't as easy. Like they make it sound like it's easy, and I guess there's a 5-step guide, but it still means like it still wants you to download your, let's see. Yeah. Excuse me. You still have to download your emulators and obviously manage your ROMs, and that's fine. That's fine. It's just, it is a little bit more convoluted, but it's if you follow this guide, you should have awesome emulation on your device. And I am going to be doing another video when I get my Steam Deck one day doing that. So It's definitely what I recommend. mudeck.com. Not great at gaming is lost on Discord. Hey, I understand it, man. Denver. I sorry, I probably won't pronounce your name at all correct. Denver. I would not be surprised if there isn't a super Steam Deck with 6800U in theory, 2 times the GPU performance of the Steam Deck, 50% more GPU cores, X100. Oh yeah. I think there'll be additional versions of the Steam Deck, or like with the One X Player Mini having their a version of it be Steam OS. And once they open it up, Steam OS will be open, and they just have to get drivers working on it properly. And I believe the translation layers, especially if it's AMD, will work really well. And I don't think we're going to have an issue. I think we're going to see some competitors in the 1,000 range. Yes, they won't do as well as Steam Deck, but they will still do well, in my opinion. I think there's going to be a market for people, especially if you can't if this scarcity for Steam Deck keeps up, the 1,000 market is going to do well. So if One X Player Mini can do a Steam OS version and have it run well, I think they will be the one to beat out of the GPT, One X Player, and the Aya Neo. I think out of those three, I heard that the Aya Neo is the best one, as I don't have my hands on those. I have never tried those myself. I do think the One X Player Mini, if they can get the Steam OS version out, it will be the one to beat, in my opinion, because I think that's what is. They do have like the Windows versions are obviously really important to a lot of people, but the performance gain that you get with Steam OS and those optimizations that Valve's done is just baller. I don't know how well, let's say, doing TDP and doing some of the optimizations to the GPU and clock speed and all those things are going to work on something like the One X Player, but if they can get it to work, very similar to Steam Deck, I think they'll do really well. Plus have Windows support. So we're looking at it right now. 31% have a Steam Deck and 69% do not on this. That's so crazy. True Blue Magic Dude. Did you get your email yet? I got mine last Thursday. Dude, congrats. We had a couple people already in the community, including yourself, get their email this last week. I have not. I am expecting by the end of the month to get my email. But here's the hoping. We all have to put the clown makeup on and start like really doing that clown, just preparing to be a clown for every Monday and Thursday now. And it's like, yep, I plan on getting my email. Even people that are in Q3 are doing it. I will be one of you guys every time. Even after I get my deck, I still have another one in Q3. I will probably still be doing that, checking every Monday and Thursday. I will be there with you guys, storming the trenches of getting our Steam Decks. Desi, I work in it. I got them to run, but they didn't mention it. The harder the Steam Deck is to get, the easier it is to scalp. I agree, and it's also going to but let's say if the One X Player Mini or something similar has better, let's just say it has better performance and has Windows support along with Steam OS support, I think that would kind of kill the scalping somewhat. So if the prices are the same as like a scalped Steam Deck as opposed to a One X Player Mini, hopefully it would kill the scalpers' intentions a little bit. But then again, people love brands, so hopefully it will chop it down a little bit. I am reading through comments, so I do apologize. Yeah, I think Steam OS, if they can continue to power up the support and eventually hit, because there's going to be a central precipice, right? Once they pass over a certain precipice, then developers are almost going to have to develop for Steam OS with Windows in mind. And thank you, Fabio, for subscribing. You're an amazing person, and thank you. So So I think we're gonna hit that precipice. I think SteamOS is gonna be potentially the console OS to beat in the future. It's portable. You'll be able to install it on multiple systems. Hopefully, we'll see where the support goes for that. I'm sure Valve will only support their own Steam Deck, but it doesn't mean other people can't make Valve or Linux drivers and hopefully support the OS in other ways. Like, let's say, I mean, you can even get SteamOS on a PS4, right? I didn't successfully do it, and then once I found out what it kind of did, I didn't want to because it only side loads it. It doesn't actually load it in fully. Yeah, and I do apologize once again. I am sick. That's why I'm going to be doing a shorter stream today. I was planning on doing a longer one, but I don't. Sinus pressure can only last for so long. So let's do another. Let's do another giveaway. So I'm going to describe. This is going to be a stupid, easy one and stupid one, but you know, everyone knows me. Everyone knows that's watched me a little bit. You know. Oh my gosh, Desi, are you gonna win? Okay. Before we, no, Desi did not win. Okay, everyone, I want to preface that contest. He did not win again, and Desi, you cannot win again. But thank you. No, he didn't. No, he didn't win again. It's not the first. Okay. The best PC gaming or just gaming story that is put into the Discord live contests, most interesting personal gaming story. Whoever's the best one will win. And Desi, if you're the only one that does it, you're gonna win. But by default, I probably won't choose you because you already won one. You're freaking baller and crazy person. Really good at winning or attempting to win or win. So make sure to go there and give your story. I want to hear stories. I love it, the juiciness of a good story. So go there, do it now if you want to win prizes. Okay, for the other prize that I'm going to be giving away right now, it is going to be the first person to put into live contests into the live contest channel that can tell me the name of this area in this game. I'm not going to give you the game name, but I will describe a little bit of the first part of the area. And if you can tell me the name of the level or the area, and the first person that does it will win. And the prizes are merch from my merch store or a co-op game of my choosing. And I'm going to have about 5 of them because we're going to be doing events soon where I'm going to play, we're all going to play, anyone that's in the community is going to play co-op games, and we're going to do that every once in a while. It's going to be really fun. So, and so, okay, so this is the area. You essentially walk into this abandoned area. You see a torso hanging from a rope, swinging back and forth. Now, if you want, you can walk up to that torso and play with it a little bit. You can smack it with your face because there's not really any real interaction at this point where you can just run into it, make it swing back and forth. And then you'll get to this shed that's full of razor blades and I believe explosives, or like essentially, let's say propane tanks. Essentially, you can then use a device to throw them around the map and kill zombies. What is the name of that level? Yep. Oh my gosh. Well, looks like Wolf won. Shouldn't even make it allowed to have mods win. Mods would just always Nuketown. Oh wow, everyone is throwing out. Yeah, so it needs to be done in the Discord. I'm sorry if you just joined. It needs to be done in the Discord live contest. In fact, let's create. Oops, I do apologize. Let's see. We're gonna do This should drop you right into that Discord channel if you haven't signed up yet, or if you have, it should still drop you into that Discord channel. So that is interesting. So Nuketown, Walking Dead, Sinners and Saints, Amnesia: The Dark Descent, and Tomb Raider. I have played Nuketown. I don't remember a torso hanging by a rope, but that is interesting. Oh no, Wolf. Oh, Wolf. I'm messing with you. We're gonna do more contests. Don't worry. So let's get into some more Steam talk. Steam Deck, that is. The fan noise. I did a video on it, and the more I read into it, the more there is a problem. And it's because there's different manufacturers for the fan, which is really annoying, and I hate it when this happens in production, where they have to source, different fans in different parts, right? Desi, no, it's Half-Life 2. It's called Ravenholm. Oh, well, okay. Oh, okay, I almost gave it away. No one got it. I just said that what's the name of the level or the... Let's see. So no one's gotten that yet. So if you can go into that channel, and it's not the most interesting personal gaming. People have been going into that and doing it in higher. I better share this. Yeah, I almost let this go. Okay, another field trip, guys. So, this is it. It's not Lost Coast. It's not Half-Live. It's definitely not Desi. So, live contests in the Discord. Not quite spelled right, but we'll count that, Wolf. I do apologize. It is Half-Life 2. The game is Half-Life 2, but it is not the level. The level is Ravenholm. Okay. Yes. That is also something we need to talk about too, is some of the stuff I'm going to be announcing and doing. We have plenty of time later for prizes and contests. Ravenholm, never heard of that name. Ooh, love it. Okay, so we're gonna stop sharing, go back to my face. Gonna take a sip. Okay, so I plan on playing more games in the future. I do have another channel called The Brink. So if you are interested in hearing me commentate, commiserate, no, just essentially comment on video games as I play them. I have another channel called The Brink, TH3BRINK, and I will be doing at first probably Thursday from 8 to 11 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I always throw Pacific time on, but just to make it easier on me to not think, I'm going to be doing it from 8 to 11 where I play a game. And right now I need to get through Dying Light and some other games, but I do want to play through the Half-Life series. Again, I think once we hit a certain level, let's say maybe, I know 10,000 is probably pretty far away, but once I hit like maybe 10,000, they're separate channels, so I don't even know if that matters. Maybe it's 1,000 on that channel. I will be playing the Half-Life series over again. I love it. You're going to hear a lot of commentary, a lot of stories, because I've played it since I was 11 or 12 probably. Half-Life 1 to, whatever. I'm going to play a bunch of the series. We're going to have a fun time, lots of laughs, lots of good times. It's not my first time, obviously, but I have not played Half-Life 1 in a long time. So I have played Black Mesa, but not Half-Life 1. I haven't been. It's okay if no one has a good story, I'll figure it out. I'm always curious to see what people have up their sleeves. Sorry, I'm getting slightly distracted. So, I will be playing more games, and I will be scheduling them out there. And I will be doing some weekend gaming on that channel too. And you can also watch some of my last games. Like I have a recording from 5 years ago playing Soma, which is an awesome game, by the way. I really loved Soma, and it was such a good game. I love the concept of Soma. If you don't know the concept, you're essentially, you walk in to get a brain scan, and then you wake up under the ocean. That's the first beginning part of Soma. There's no weapons, there are enemies, and I normally am not a fan of that type of game style, but that game really makes you think. Loved it. Oh, Fizzy6868, thank you for subscribing. You are a baller. Lost Coast wasn't a level, was it? More of a benchmark. Lost Coast was like a DLC. It was I think it was even standalone. You didn't need to have Half-Life, I don't think. It was for HD. Was it for HDR? It was for some type of tech like HDR. And that's what Lost Coast was all about. Etme really wants a Valve Index. Desi thinks he has to try the Half-Life 1 VR mod. I agree with that. I have my Steam Index up there that needs to be tried out with the Half-Life 1. We have new Portal, and it's harder than ever. It's called Portal Reloaded. I agree. That's another one I need to play. Shit, there's so much stuff. Yeah, I plan on playing through the Half-Life 2 series again, too. Ooh, they're so good. Okay. Poll time, everybody. And it's not, let's see, end poll. Oh, we got one last person that voted in that poll. So, poll completed with 38 votes and 26 people, or percent of the 38 got a Steam Deck. Congratulations, guys. You are, just know that there's 73% of the people in this chat that are super jelly right now. Desi's got a Quest 2. Well, Desi, I'm sorry. That disqualifies you from any contests from right now and in the past and in the future. You do not win. No, I'm just kidding. I've actually, so I have the Valve Index, right? The Steam Index, sorry. The Steam Index right here. I love it. I plan on getting the Quest also I'm kind of thinking about waiting for the Quest 3, which is going to come out in like a year or two. But you know, if the channel blows up big enough and I have some revenue to spend on it, then I will do some content on it. Like I said, it's going to be anything PC gaming, and yeah, it's not a VR channel, but I wouldn't mind touching in on the VR stuff a little bit. I really like VR. Play Half-Life 1 on Valve Index driven by the Steam Deck. Okay. So the deck doesn't play VR very well. I have seen it played, and it's very laughable. It's not great. But I definitely think Half-Life 1 could probably play okay on it, depending on how upgraded the graphics are. Nicholas wants to know what kind of headphones I use. I really like these. These are the Corsair. I don't remember the name of them. Let's see if they have the name right here. I bought them recently too. I'm not a name kind of guy when it comes to remembering these types of things. I really like them. I'm not the biggest fan of the leather portion of it because it makes you sweat, but they still do feel so good. They cusp well. This part is the coolest part with the leather up here, and then it has a mic insert right here, which is one of the things I wanted because I have a mic right here that I do apologize. You're going to hear noises as I move it up. I have a mic right here that I use, and that's why I sound decent. So, yeah, it's the Corsair. It's like the 700 or something like that, something 700, and I really do quite like this. The only thing I wish is it had the USB-C type charger port. I'm trying to get everything I own into that style, just because I'm tired of carrying on different USB types. Okay, let's see here. We're going to do another poll. Have you played any of the Half-Life games? games. And this can include DLCs, any Half-Life game. Yes. No. Maybe. We'll put a maybe in there. Let's put a question mark on that. There we go. Another poll going out. Let's see what you guys have played. Desi, I probably have most of the games already. I'm at 845 games in Steam. I think we have a couple of people that have you beat Desi. I believe Kranos has more than that. Cuckoo, Corsair makes good products. I recommend the Siberia 800 though. SteelSeries makes some good headphones though. They will only be able to be used at your computer. Yeah, that's the thing. I have other headphones that are Bluetooth enabled and have other additional features. I wanted something that's just dedicated to this PC. Like I have one of these hooks right here. Ooh, let's move it over here. So it can move. It clamps into my desk, and then I can place my headphones on it, right? And it makes it so that it stores easy. Normally, and so it doesn't clutter, even though I was going to do a computer reveal and all that. I'm going to do another stream, so the next stream I'm going to try doing something like that. My desk's cluttered from preparing for other things, including other videos, and it's going to look like shit today. Yeah, Kranos has yeah. So yeah, I love these Corsair headphones. My other ones were Logitech, but they were like this one has metal pieces right here, which you think would be annoying for like weight, but I'm fine with that. This is the part that actually breaks the most for me, is the metal piece right here when dropped. And so a good portion of this is metal, and I'm digging that. The reason I went with these is they're both comfortable and they don't make noise. They make a little bit of noise. You can hear that just a little bit. My Logitech, the plastic would creak every time I moved them around. It really pissed me off, to be really honest. Okay, so back to what I'm doing. So I have the Brink channel where I'm going to be doing streams, stuff on video games, right? I'm going to be doing it twice a week. Verified for Thursday night for me, Mountain Standard Time, 8 to 11 or 9 to 11, depending on certain things that might come up in my life. And then Saturday or Sunday, I haven't decided yet, but I will be doing streams too. And I want to make these more dedicated to where people know that it's going to happen. It does better. People enjoy that. People enjoy consistency. I'm sure some of you really did not like that I did not stream Thursday or Wednesday. Man, I don't even know when I stream. I'm going to get back to doing that. We might choose another day. We'll see. We're going to be doing polls. That's what another good reason to join the Discord server is, because I do polls all the time, or will be doing polls all the time, to figure out what the community works best for the community. Because I have times when that I can do streams at. I can do streams in the morning on the weekends, or I can do streams in the evening on the weekdays, as I do have a job. So I will be figuring that all out in the next few weeks. This whole thing is new to me, so please be patient, but it will be fun. I'm enjoying it, and I'm hoping that you guys are enjoying it too. So I will have another channel that I will be launching, because I like to, I really hate myself, and I just want to make things very difficult on me. It's going to be something, I haven't finalized the name, but it's going to be something like On the Brink of Life, or Living on the Brink. It's essentially going to be more of a vlogging channel, and it's going to be one where I do cooking, eating, adventures, including hiking. And I just got back from Texas. I plan on traveling more now that the countries are opening up a little bit more, I guess, from COVID. I do plan on doing more of that. And so you'll be able to see some of my travels, some of the food I eat. I just made a special type of curry today from Japan. And that has lamb in it, and it was really tasty. The video is going to be very interesting because I've never done a video like that, so just figured I'd do a shout out. The channel's not created yet, But I just wanted to announce it. It will be tied to this channel a little bit, but I won't be, I won't be spamming you guys with it or anything like that. It's just if people are interested in that type of thing, you're more than welcome. I just found that the Discord, like a lot of people in Discord, like eating. We all like eating. Some people care about it more than others, and so I really like to cook. It's a really big stress reliever for me, and I figured might as well do that along with some tasty eats around here starting out, and then a lot of tasty eats other places. So, yeah. And then the last announcement, which I've already talked about this, but we're going to be doing a community event every week where it's going to have co-op and multiplayer games, sessions. And we're going to have a poll out for that. So if you're interested in that, make sure to join the Discord, and then make sure to keep an eye out for the polls. We're going to figure out which day and time is best for most people. If I have to, absolutely have to, I will split it off into 2 events, and they will be scheduled into Discord. So if you're part of the server, you'll get announcements when events occur. We're going to be doing more events. I also plan on having the community making more events too. So maybe we'll have some game jams. We'll do some just live chats, like exclusive chats like we've been doing typically on Sunday. We didn't do it today because time restraints for me. We'll be doing a lot of fun stuff. I want to make sure that the community, let's say if I was hit by a bus tomorrow, the community wouldn't even notice. They'll be just going on, having a fun time, making best friends forever, BFFs. That's not my main goal, obviously, but it's something I'm really enjoying seeing. So, Universe Gaming 13, congratulations on 1K subs, man. Looking forward to your videos in the future. Thanks. I really appreciate it. I really do. It's been a fun journey, man. Couldn't do it without you. Etme, I found your channel because I'm obsessed with Steam Deck and looked up a million videos. Oh, thank you for looking up a million videos and finding me on that 1,000,001 video. Etme, are you going to stick around for other videos besides Steam Deck, or are you here for Steam Deck? Yeah, the people talking about how many games they have on Steam. You know what? Some people have quality games in their Steam library, and some people have every game that they could possibly find on the internet in there because, there's a lot of indie games in the Steam store. So I will say I have 500 plus games. A lot of those games I bought at full price. Not all of them, probably not most of them, but still enough to where it's kind of disgusting. I couldn't imagine how many games that I spent full price. I just don't want to think about it. Okay, so if you haven't yet, make sure to like, subscribe, bash that bell with your crowbar, and make sure to subscribe and not miss out on any videos in the future. We're going to be doing lots of weird things, a lot of fun things. Super, oh hey Super, how's it going? You have 20 games? That's awesome, because you just started. And you can get more. I'll be handing out a bunch of Steam keys too, so maybe you can pick up some of those. Wolf has 16 games, but that's your secondary account. Technically, you're using another account for a while. I will see if I like the content after your Steam Deck videos ramp down. I already have a content that's not Steam Deck related at me. Just as a heads up, I have videos on different... Yeah, I have videos on just other games. I'll be doing games related to Steam Deck, obviously, so there'll be a long time before the Steam Deck videos ramp down too much. Mumbles, when I got mine, I got a notification on the Steam mobile app. I got quicker than my email. It popped up on Steam when I was playing. If that makes sense, also we'll try. Awesome. So Mumbles, that kind of confirms it. So they are piggybacking off the notification system. Some people made it sound like, or I think even the update that Steam said like, hey, you're going to get Steam notifications now on your desktop app. So it's also sounds like it's on your mobile app. So make sure you have the mobile app on your phone downloaded, installed and then logged in, and then you should also get the notification to buy your Steam Deck through your phone. That's the best way for me, to be honest. That's great validation. Thank you for that. Denvera. What disgusts me is that I have probably 10 different Battlefield games that I can't play anymore because activation servers went down in 2014. I guarantee you there's and this is a little sketch. I will preface this with be careful on the internet. I bet you there are CD essentially unlockers. I don't remember what they're called now. They used to be like CD key gens and stuff like that, but essentially unlockers that should be able to unlock those games and allow you to play them. And I really do think games should be, I think it should be illegal for these companies to be able to shut down their activation servers and make it so you can't activate your games that you bought. I 100% believe that should be illegal, and they should be punished for it. And they should be punished now, meaning even put a law in that backfills back to the games that they. It's such a nasty thing to do. They could at least release a patch that allows the games to be played. I really hate it. It really pisses me off. If you bought a game 20 years ago, you should be able to play it now, no matter what. Yeah, Desi says cracks. Yeah, for all those games, they do exist. Yep. So you should be able to crack those. And to be really fair, it's 100% honest, in my opinion. Okay, I work in IT, so I really can't break the law, but I totally agree. It should be illegal to call it buying when they take it away from you later. Well, yeah, it puts way too much power. Like, that's how companies are trying to go. Companies are trying to make it so you cannot keep, that they. It's the same thing with John Deere tractors and a bunch of other of these companies. They're trying to make it so that you don't own, you only borrow their IP. And I get it, but the whole purpose, and that's why laws need to be defined, the whole purpose of buying a game is to be able to play it. Once you can't play that game, it's useless. They dated your game, which shouldn't be possible. It should be illegal. That was what I'm saying. So either we need to make it so both the cracks are legal, like maybe that's just bare minimum. Make it, hey, once they can't activate and play your game, if someone else comes out with another way to do it, sure. I don't know if that might be a gray area, to be honest. I know playing emulators is kind of that way too. Super Brink, is PlayStation Game Pass good in your opinion, or is it poopy? I think it's worth it if you see games on there that you want to play and you think you're going to play them within a few months. I wouldn't buy it and then just set on it for months. I'd just buy it. Well, I guess if you plan on playing a bunch of games on it over the next year or two, buy the year pass. If you don't plan on playing some of those games on the pass, then no, obviously. But if you plan on playing one, maybe buy it for a month and then beat that game and then stop. That's how I usually do those types of subs. The only one that I've found consistently that I keep subscribing to is the Microsoft one. I just really like it. And I can't wait to play those games on the Steam Deck. Mumbles, he's got 154 games, 34 are verified on my list. And how many are playable? So you got maybe even more than that. Hulk, only 250 of my games has grade on deck status. Desi, wait, you should do illegal stuff when you work in it? I think that was a typo, and I don't. Yeah, so at me, when Rocket League was removed from Steam because of Epic Games' lower cut, Steam is the best PC platform. Yeah, it was removed so you couldn't buy it. Okay. Yeah, so it wasn't it was removed to buy, but people I believe can still download it, right? And or were they given keys to? It was essentially remedied, from my understanding. Loving Disco Elysium on the deck. I've never heard of it. Sounds interesting though. The purpose of IP over patent was to protect works of art. The game is a work of art, but not the code used to activate a game or service a card. These should be protected by patent, not copy. So I don't think a patent for a game itself could be ever. So patents on software are very difficult. I don't think that would actually work. So IP. So when you create a work of art, obviously, or when you create anything, when I create this video, technically it has a copyright. Intrinsically, it has a copyright on it. So I couldn't just go patent this. It has to have some type of value to it. I'm not going to go down in the copyright law, but it's, and that's another really fucked up, okay, I will just say it, fucked up thing is patenting systems like the Mass Effect will, the choose dialogue, has been done before. Maybe not in that exact way, but it was been done before, and they patented it. I really, really don't like patents on certain things, especially innovations that aren't really like big innovations, especially on design and UI. I'm not a big fan of that. I think it should be IP, so if they're copying it one for one, maybe they can fight it, but I definitely do not like that type of stuff. I really hate it. I think it kills innovation, to be honest, because there was not a lot of research that went into that. In my opinion, maybe there was, but I don't think that. I don't think so. Disco, excuse me. See, I don't hate Epic actually too much, at least so far. I mean, give me a reason to, I guess, but they opened up a competitor to Steam, which is what was needed. I don't like Origin, but because it's just their own games, like it's EA's own games. Epic Games will host anyone's games that wants, like, that they approve of, I guess. But hey, Red Gamer, welcome to the party. Oh, and Luna. Two regular Discord community members have joined the chat. Thank you guys for joining. So Epic Games, like, they give you free games every month, or there for a while, every week. They offer some competitiveness, and they give developers better royalties or whatever. They're not royalties, but they essentially, they take less. Epic Games takes less from a purchased game, which is awesome for the developer in the end. I just like competition, so I don't hate Epic Games. I use the Epic Game, I use Unreal Engine, to be honest, to build my video games. I really like it. If Valve could give me a really amazing game engine with a lot of tools like that, with a store, I would also do that. Let's go ahead and end this poll. So 63% of you, 63% of you have played Half-Life game, have played a Half-Life game. That is very depressing, and those numbers need to be pumped up to the moon. We all need to be playing more Half-Life, unless of course it's not your jam. That's okay, but that's one of those games I should do, like a Half-Life stream, just give away a bunch of Half-Life 2 keys. I don't even know if you can do that, but I know Half-Life 2 is on sale for like $2 all the time. It's definitely, those games are just, they've inspired so many first-person games to this day. Just like Doom, the original Doom really inspired a lot of gaming, first-person gaming, that is. Yeah, sorry, I'm really out of it. We're going to be ending this in 10 minutes. So let's do another giveaway real quick. I'll read through some more comments. The other giveaway is, and because I know Desi cannot win this one, I'm going to do this one more time. Play through the Games Revealed mobile app and show a screenshot of your results, and you'll win. I know I made it really stupid easy this time, again, but Desi, you cannot win this one. You already won. Denver is asking, have you messed around with the Unreal Engine 5? Yes, I have. I did it in the pre-release, and I really like it. The assets I use for my game that I'm developing don't work with it 100% right now. I'm going to see with the new release this week. That was this week, right? Oh man, that was so crazy because of the vacation. It kind of threw me off. I'm going to be creating a project and just seeing if I can convert my current project over to it. Because I've made a lot of. It's not so far I couldn't move it to Unreal Engine 5 if I didn't want it. If I didn't want, but the assets I don't think are supported fully by the Unreal Engine 5, even though there are upgrade paths. The engine is pretty baller though. It's really amazing looking, and they do some cool techniques to really improve performance while also increasing visuals. So, not great at gaming. Half-Life 1 was epic back in the day. The initial tram ride was just incredible. I still think the initial, well, okay. The initial tram ride in Half-Life 1 is still pretty epic. It is also boring. Free Spicy winning it. So, congrats, Free Spicy, for winning the contest. Okay, so at me, the Valve Complete Pack is still for $13. I got it for when I got it during a Steam sale. Yes. So the Valve games are just amazing. Obviously, if you're not a first-person fan, maybe they're not for you, but they're the adventurous, like they're just not your typical first-person shooters. They have a lot of exploratory elements to them, in my opinion, and I love it. It's kind of like just old school stuff. If you don't like Epic, you probably shouldn't play. I mean, you can not like a company and still play the games. I really I don't like the way people kind of get really hard headed about boycotting stuff. Um, Epic Games is really, in my opinion, not that bad. I definitely have some issues with it being owned by certain companies, but at least partially owned. But still, I think they're doing a lot of good work, and I think the competition is very much needed. Okay, not great at gaming is gotta go. It's dinner time. Okay, thank you for joining. I'm gonna be getting off soonish too. It's a long shot, but do you think the mobile asset creator for Unreal Engine 5 will make a comeback in the 3D camera phones? I don't know. I I think I know what you're talking about, but I might need to look this up. Okay. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know that answer very well. Sorry, Denver. I don't know. Yes, Kukuchu, they're Tencent, bro. Yes, they're partially. They're not fully owned by Tencent, but they are. Are they majoritarily owned? They might be. The majority of them might be owned by Tencent. Yes, which I'm not a big fan of Tencent for various reasons. Once again, still like competition. It's still better to have competition than none. It's just better for us. And yeah, like the new Witcher game, Witcher 4, is going to be with the new Unreal Engine 5. There's a lot of games coming out for Unreal Engine 5. And I think, like for the Witcher 4 game, very good decision to move to something like that. Any additional questions or answers that could be provided at this point? Last contest. Do I need to do one more, is what you're asking, Wolf? Yeah, I'm about ready to pass out from freaking not being able to breathe. On the Brink channel, it says it has no content unless you go to the videos tab. Oh, it's because they're all streams, I think, or something like that. Desi, 2:24 a.m. Hey, that's so early. You gotta stay another hour or two. Um, says it has no content. Yeah, so I haven't done a lot of content on the Brink channel in a while. I will be doing more content. I haven't done it a lot, but the last few have been live streams on it, like meaning playing games online. Right? I haven't uploaded in a long time. That could be why. So, but thanks for pointing that out with the Brink channel. Yeah. Luna, thanks for congratulations on the 1K subs. So let's do one more contest. What any ideas on what the last contest should be? What should we do? What's the fun thing that can be done to help drive fun times? Oh geez, we had a bunch of people join. I'm gonna go through here and just wave to everyone while I wait for some people to give me suggestions. If not, I will be doing another trivia. Okay, while I'm waiting for some ideas, has anyone played the game Quizzes Revealed Stuff? Have you liked it? Is it boring? I built it. The amount of time and some of the money I put into that app has been pretty extensive, actually. And I'm afraid that people don't like it because it's potentially boring. Maybe I need to pump up something on it. Ooh, I like that, Cloud. I like that. Cloud, you are awesome. Let's do that. So we're gonna do another thread called Best Game Screenshot. Throw your best screenshots into that thread on the Discord, and whoever has the best screenshot by the end of stream will be the winners. Now, while we're waiting for that, let's read off some of the most interesting stories. This will be interesting. And then I am going to go take some flu medicine and pass out, I guess. Okay. Let's share. Let's take a swig. Excuse me. Okay, Desi. Most want to make a party with alcohol and dancing for their birthday. Well, not me and my friend. Ooh, I'm loving this. This might need to be a consistent thing. We'll turn this Games Revealed into the Game Story channel. For our 17th birthday, some 15 years ago, we rented a place for a whole weekend and threw a LAN party. We packed like 15 tables into it, set up a dedicated gaming file server and a bunch of switches with a ton of LAN cables, and made a 48-hour marathon gaming party with 20 plus people. Well, the first several hours it was mostly file sharing and getting everyone the games. Yeah, I know how that is. But after that, we switched the games from Counter-Strike 1.6, Counter-Strike Source to Halo, some Warcraft 3. When someone got tired, they just grabbed a sleeping bag and napped a bit in a corner. Well, I don't say we had absolute zero alcohol there, but it wasn't so much that most were just wasted. Probably the best birthday party I've ever had. Desi, that sounds really fun, actually. That really takes me back in the day. Like, LAN parties are some of the most fun things you can do with friends. And that is awesome. That is a cool story. I've done similar where I had access to condos and packed up all my PC gaming gear together. I've done Halo LAN parties where we brought TVs together and did all that. Like, we've done a lot of cool stuff. That was pretty fire, dude. Free Spicy. My first dip into PC gaming was my third year of high school. In the last few days of the school year, I was wandering around the school with nothing to do when my friend invited me to the back of the school. We spent the entire day playing Halo Combat Evolved, and our computer teacher was nice enough to order us a few pizzas. It was my favorite memory of high school, just a Halo party. You know what? Sometimes that's all it takes, just playing baller, amazing games together with friends to just really get this. That's what I want to do with the co-op stuff. I want us to have fun and play some co-op event games. That is really cool. I like to hear that, Spicy. Okay, I ran a very small video game website in the early 2000s. Back at E3 2006 or so, I got an invite from a small developer to talk to them about their new game, so I went, mostly for free drinks. A few years later, I looked back at the info they gave me, and it was actually CDPR promoting The Witcher 1. Nice! And you were saying you don't have any interesting stories? That is actually a pretty cool story. So I used to work at Game. Let's see. That is cool. That used to. I ran a very small video game website. What do you do now? Not great at gaming. Do you run additional game stuff like that? That's cool. That's a cool story. I almost went to E3 in 2005, I think. Maybe 2000, maybe even 2006. I almost went one of those years. It was very close to that. I worked at GameStop. I had free tickets. Had a buddy bail on me, and he was the ride, so I was not able to make it to that. That's so cool. That is so cool that you were able to go to that. Esoteric Wolf. My story. My ex is an avid gamer. He couldn't beat a level in the new Wolfenstein game and was trying to beat it for hours. So I came and take over and beat it for him. Nice. So you just you destroyed your ex. Oh, Free Spicy doesn't like Witcher. I went to not okay. I went to E3 2008 and ran across a new game. To me, I had no idea about the franchise, but I had heard of the developer. I played the demo, and the person there told me to just explore and go wherever I wanted. I was blown away. It was Fallout 3, and I have been addicted to Fallout ever since. They had hundreds of bottles of Nuka-Cola, but I didn't grab one since I had no idea what it was. Oh, that is hilarious. That's some baller years in gaming. Some really crazy games that are just amazing now. Okay, so I will decide after this on these stories. I can't decide live here, but I figured I'd read these. Um, let's see. Best screenshots. Ooh. We got a couple. Oh, yeah. Okay. Always good. Dumping people into the river or the lake. Some good Minecraft. Let's see. Red. What am I looking at? Like, this is just an underground, like... That's pretty intense. Fighting the Civil War. Pretty awesome. Uh, that's... Is that Left 4 Dead? Something like... Okay. I'm going to continue. So I'm going to leave this going. You guys can continue posting screenshots here. I will, once again, whoever wins, I will upvote it with a green arrow. I got to go. I am going to pass out from my sinuses and pressure. Oh, yes. Free Spicy. Witcher 1 is kind of meh to Witcher 3. I fully agree. I couldn't beat it. Shame on me because I love Witcher 3 so much. Okay, guys, that is it. That has been the whole thing. We'll do more contests in the future. I'll do better ones. I know the 500 subs stream that I did a couple weeks ago was better in the sense that I had things more planned. But make sure to check out the merch at gamesrevealed.com/merch. We have some new merch there celebrating the 1,000 subs. And also, if you won, you can choose between the merch or one of the co-op games I'm going to be offering that you buy. And if you already own all those co-op games, then we'll figure something out if that's the way you want to go. So, make a question where the answer is one of your old videos. Oh, that's not a bad one. So in the future, I'll do that. Super. Oh, and then yes, just as a heads up, there is an after party in the Discord, so keep an eye out for that. And keep an eye out for my future live streams, which the next one should be Wednesday, so in a couple days. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks for celebrating. This has been awesome. Cheers, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out. Peace out.